Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. So today we're playing the Deep Dive, codenamed High Contact. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. First stage of the deep dive has you collecting Morkite, both liquid and crystallized. Look out for those dangers that you are going to come in contact with, some more rare than others. Now the first stage doesn't have any modifiers, so you don't have to worry about that. You just have to keep your eyes open for the crystallized Morkite, which is that bluish gray glow, and just mine it like you would nitra or gold or any other mineral. Pull out your pickaxe and do the work. Now, since this is a liquid Morkite mission, you don't have a mule, you'll have to deposit everything yourself into the rig. So liquid Morkite, you're going to look for that cloud with the little blue flares, call on the pump jack, and do that for each of the 3 liquid Morkite fields. Once you've done that, go ahead and build out the framework from the rig to the pump jack, and then build the actual pipeline from one end to the other. And you'll have to do that for all 3 pump jacks. Take care of any bugs that are in the area while you're doing that, and of course defending yourself against any swarms that will show up from time to time. If you have multiple dwarves working on the pipeline at the same time, it will go faster, so just keep that in mind. Now, once you have all of the crystallized Morkite and all of the liquid Morkite ready to go, then you're ready to start pumping. Now, at some point, there's going to be leaks in the pipeline during the waves and waves of enemies. So you'll have to go ahead and repair all of the leaks before you can progress. Now, the top right corner there, you can see a percentage of where you're at in terms of your quota, how much liquid Morkite you need to pump out, and then of course which pipelines are damaged. Once you're at 100%, then you can send the rig to orbit and call in the drop pod. Now it will take 30 seconds to a minute for the drop pod to show up once you send the rig into orbit with all that liquid Morkite. And you're going to continue to have enemies coming at you while this is all happening. Now this is a good time to point out that the deep dive is a raid-like environment with 3 stages that you can play by yourself or with up to 3 other players, either match-made or pre-made. Now you can play it solo with your buddy Bosco if you want. It will take you probably a little bit longer if you're playing the deep dive solo, depending on the experience level of all the players involved. Now once the drop pod shows up, all you have to do is make a mad dash for it. If you know approximately where it is, then you can make your way to there. If you're a driller, you can drill your way straight there. But get there however you can and make your way out. And that's it for stage 1 of the deep dive. Moving on to stage number 2. Alright, stage 2 of the deep dive has regenerative bugs. This time around, we're doing a mining expedition. That's right, more crystallized Morkite and 2 alien eggs. So the alien eggs, you just look for that organic material and dig into it towards the egg. Now, each time you do that, you're going to spawn enemies. And you have a chance of spawning a swarm. With 2 eggs, you're likely to have 1 swarm in addition to your regularly scheduled swarms that you're going to have during the level. Now again, crystallized morkite, you're just going to look for that gray-blue glow. You can see it in the dark or while it's lit up. Go ahead and dig it out just like you would any other mineral. And while you're at it, make sure that you're keeping your eyes open for gold and nitra at the same time. Gold, of course, will give you credits at the end of the deep dive, and nitra will keep you flush with ammo and other resources during the deep dive. So it's important to have both of them. Keep your eyes open and dig them out as you see them. Now, once you have all of the crystallized morkite and both of the alien eggs, it's time to get out. Go ahead and call in the drop pod. Now, before starting, those special brews that you can get at the Abyss Bar will go a long way. This time around, we had a dark morkite brew, which increases the amount of dark morkite that you get from each little nugget that you get from the wall. So it goes much faster, especially on mining missions like this one. So that can make all the difference in the world. Now, this is a good time to point out that everything carries over from one stage to the next. That includes your health, your ammo, gold, nitra, including whatever's in your pockets. So if things are getting a little too frenetic and you're not able to deposit in the mule or into the drop pod before getting on, you'll still have that as you make your way to the next stage. Obviously, if you're on the final stage, go ahead and drop that in before you get out, just so you can maximize your experience and credits when you get out. So once again, make your way to the drop pod however you can. If you get there before the mule, then you'll have to defend the area or, run around while you're waiting for the mule to get there. But you can do whatever you want. You can follow the mule back to the drop pod, and then you'll be able to get on right away. Or make your way to the drop pod ahead of time, and then just defend the area. Either way, you're going to have to deal with enemies. You're going to have to deal with the bugs that are coming after you as you're making your way out. Slowly but surely, the mule makes its way back. You can follow the little beacons that it drops down back to the drop pod if you have any confusion as to which way to go. Once the door opens, get on to the next stage. Now, one of the main reasons for doing the deep dive is for those matrix cores, which will give you cosmetics, weapon skins, and weapon overclocks to bring your weapons to the next level. And on to the third and final stage of the deep dive. This time we have a full sabotage mission, as well as repairing 2 mini-mules and exploder infestation. Exploder infestation means you're going to have exploders spawning every so often. You're going to be looking for those power stations, but you're also going to be looking for and listening for the mini-mules. They'll pulse green light. They'll also beep, so you'll be able to hear them. Once you scan them, you can pull up your train scanner and see where the legs are at, reattach the legs, and then repair the mini-mules and get them working again. While you're doing that, there are enemies that tend to swarm or spawn in the area. So if you're wondering why there's enemies while you're trying to repair the mini-mule, that's why. Now, attach the hacker bot or hacker pod to the power station so you can bring it offline. While you're doing so, you're going to have swarms of enemies coming at you. If they get to the hacker bot, because the hacker isn't a warrior class, it'll go into hiding, and then you'll have to restart it. Once you get up to 100%, then you've brought that one offline, and it's time to do it for the second one. After that, then you just have to deal with the caretaker, which is a boss-like creature, which has shielding at the vents. You take care of those vents at the top there, and then you can go on to the damage phase. There'll be one eye that's open on one of the 4 sides. Take care of that. It'll go immune for a little while. Another eye will open. And then once you get 1/3 of the health taken care of, you go on to the next stage. Each stage brings something new to the battle, whether it's sniper bots or bombs or patrol bots or shredders. There's always something that adds another element of danger. And don't forget that there are exploders that are still going to be showing up from time to time, so keep your eyes open for that. But once you take care of the caretaker, then you can grab that data rack, put it on the mule, call in the drop pod, and get out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Let's order a supply drop. Getting supplies.
Ouch! This thing needs to be grounded.
Go patrol a scrapyard, you toaster.
Ready to kill some more crates. Yes.
Dwarfs. Ah. The caretaker is expanding its defenses with turrets. The caretaker is opening up. Shoot the exposed parts. Platform up.
Let's go.
Grabbing ammo. Feel much better now. Slide, yes.
You had sniped your last.
I'm taking some of the ammo. Payback time! Thanks. Ammo taken.
Thanks for saving me. Ammo taken.
This'll look good on our performance review.
Objective completed. The data rack is secured, and you've ended their prospecting in this area. Damn fine work. Job well done. Button on the mule is activated. Time to move on, team. Your ride home is on the way. Drop pod inbound.
Access provided.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
Heading for the
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
much better.
Just what the doctor ordered. I ordered a resupply.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Rock and roll! Resupply ordered. Let's get out of this.
Nitro has been withdrawn, and supply pod is inbound.
Resupply.
We order supply.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
I ordered a resupply.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Let's show them some pay.
What?
Resupply pod is here. Everybody
Hurry up.
connect ammunition.
The mule has been successfully retrieved. Make it snappy, team. The drop pod won't hang around forever.
Rock and stone.
Retrieving escape pod.
None.
Last one to rock and stone. Pace for the first round. Cheers, Mike.
PlayStation